So, here we are. YouTube, we're live. This is part 2 of the Stanley Parable. It is also Christmas Eve. I hope you have yourselves a great Christmas. And here we have Stanley Parable again. So this is going to be the end of the game. There isn't apparently an ending of this game. You have to kind of see all of them, but, you know, we give every game a fair chance, and then from that we decide. Okay. Should be 331. So we did see a lot of these endings. Hang on! This is part 2. It's very scary. Before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for setting up the clock both times you've booted up the game, okay? A lot of people don't take a look, or sorry, don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock at 12 and call it a day, alright? But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know that you care about this experience, you're paying attention. I don't even have any way of looking, or sorry, knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see this screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want. Even if it's not the correct time, you've earned it. Alright, I'll let you get back to it. Okay. Wait, so what if I just leave and start it up again? Should I do that? Does it matter? Sure, let's do it. Well, what an intriguing game. Stanley's Parable. Okay. Set your favorite time. 69. Can't do that. Written by Davey Redden. Please enter the current time. Let's do 4:20. 4:20, your favorite time of day. Or could you simply not resist giving me the correct time again? After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correctly. Okay, now I'm curious how accurate 4:20 a.m. is. Let's use another slider to find out. What is this game? How accurate is 4:20 a.m.? Fucking very inaccurate. We're not even... Oh, actually very inaccurate, yeah. You know, can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. It's good to collect data. Vanguard? I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip a couple new ones up. Should be ready by the next time you boot up the game. What is this shit? What is this game? Why are we playing the loading screen? We haven't even played the game yet. Well, we've played the game, but now we're playing the loading of the game. What is this? Okay. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. Please adjust the slider until the dog and cat are friends. How about I don't, because dogs and cats can never be friends. If that's Mochi, that's Satan on the other side. Okay, seriously though, what is this? Adjust the slider until the dog and the cat are friends. Sure. Okay. Please adjust the slider until the number 5 becomes the number 9. What the fuck is this game? Please adjust the slider until you stop adjusting the slider. I mean, I guess I understand that this is a rip on games. Every time you boot up a game, you've got like 50 different sliders. I get it. Please adjust the slider until you stop adjusting the slider. Which of the two made-up words below is the most appealing to you? Okenboinkal, Scrumtash, Okaboinkal. Which one? Okaboinkle? Okaboinkle or Scrumtush? I'm gonna go Scrumtush. Okaboinkle sounds pretty disgusting. Scrumtush. Okaboinkle. I'm gonna go Scrumtush. Please don't adjust the slider. Do you know what time it is right now? Yes. Is the time that it is right now the correct time? Yes. What is time anyways? Yes. Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? Yes. Help! Yes. What the fuck? Will you come back to visit me? Yes. What the fuck is this game? So what if I reload the game now? One sec. Wait, so should I restart the game again? What the fuck are we playing? We haven't even played the game yet. This is like... This is the pre-game to the game. This is the game. This is probably the weirdest game we've played. Yeah, Broccoli, peace, buddy. Everyone should be enjoying their... What time is it? Does anyone really truly know? Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. Sure, I've adjusted all the game's settings to your exact specifications, but who hasn't? It's just what I do, like a day job. And now the job is over. There's no more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can. And I still really don't know you. And you don't know me. And neither of us will know what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable. But if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyways. No shit it doesn't. You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Video games are meant to be played alone. You like being alone, don't you? What is this freak show Inkbot thing? What is this? You like being alone, don't you? It's maybe the only information I really learned about you. Well, it's time for me to leave. There's still one more setting that we need to adjust, but it may take a little bit of time before I'm ready for that. It's not really in my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again if you can find me. Talk soon. Freakbot. If I reload the game, is he going to be there again? No. He's gone. He did say he'd be gone. He's gone. He's literally gone. Wait, so what if I restart it twice? What if I trick him into coming back? This is the stupidest thing ever. I'm playing the reloading of the game. I'm closing the game and opening the game, and I'm playing a game. I've never seen that in a game. Press 1 if you've ever seen that in a game. How do you have the Stanley Parable 2? I cheated. The YouTube stream is running. Yeah. It's working. Is he going to be there? He's dead. Rip. All right. The end is never, the end is never, the end is never. Click to skip.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Right.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee
We did this
number
like, what, 3 times?
427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-lifting, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
So we need to find alternate endings. We found a shit ton of them.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Stanley Parable
Something
2.
that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years
The
at
balloons
the
are
company
here.
had this happened. This
I remember
complete
these balloons.
isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Welcome. Quit the game and then start it again. Achievement unlocked. Okay. Go right, then left after the lounge.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I mean, we've done this like a bunch of times. Look at the buckets here.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
What about the balloons? I mean, there's a million ways to... I don't know what to do with the bucket. Maybe you're not supposed to do anything. I hate Mondays. What a weird game.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
Okay, so we should go
entered
right.
The door on his left.
Let's go right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
The fuck? Well, let's see what the bucket does.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
You know what's crazy? I feel like they have as much recorded dialogue in this game as they did in, like, Baldur's Gate.
No, never
I feel like
mind.
that's exactly the
bucket
case.
was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
I'm not doing that. Didn't we do that before? Wait. Which way did we go? No, we went forward. Let's go left.
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. What if we go down? They want us to go forward, but what if we go down? Okay, then. Spooky!
Oh, Stanley, I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
What the fuck?
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the adventure line? We could make the adventure line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
This is not a horror game, but it feels like one. That's all I gotta say. It is such a weird fucking game where you feel like you're going to be stalked by something and killed. But the only...
Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well. Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
The bucket! I hope not the bucket. Wasn't that in the broom closet? That was in the broom closet, right? The jokes. I think. What the fuck? I mean, the broom closet's great. Yeah, that's a fun area. What the fuck? You know what's so weird about this game? Is this game could actually be a horror game, and you would probably piss your pants. Am I wrong? Like, this could be some sort of, like, backrooms, liminal space. Like, I think it could be. Like, legit. Like, this is
Don't
weird,
you get
man.
It, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
What the fuck?
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me, it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
What if I don't want to?
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows.
Okay.
That is its singular personality trait.
Really?
So I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want.
What is that?
The Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
What the fuck are we playing? What is this? Okay, am I alive? But you can't even give it the bucket. You can't feed it the bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Okay,
Perhaps
fuck the
he had
bucket.
simply missed a memo.
Let's not take the bucket, yeah? What a
Stanley
strange
came
game.
to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it
Second, thank
perfectly
you, buddy.
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first,
Nope.
just to admire it.
Oh, actually, we have to.
Wow.
Sure.
Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
So now let's go
And so
back
he
downstairs.
detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Okay, so now what is...
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go...
Creepy.
From here, it's, left.
Sure. I guess it's left.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
The fuck? Oh, we're back in the mind control room.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
I mean, okay, there's no ending to this game. There is no ending. This is the game.
Decided to go to the meeting room.
Oh, it's
Perhaps he had
gone.
simply missed a memo.
Wait, so what am I supposed to do now? You think do it again? Do the exact same thing again?
When Stanley...
Oh, you can't.
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be...
What the fuck?
Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
My brain's
Did you
gone,
move
brother.
the
My brain's
story
mush.
somewhere, or hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley.
Jesus.
Let's find the story.
Okay, so these two doors look to be in the exact same room. These are the regular doors. And, I mean, this is just the back rooms at this point. Let's go right. Let's go right. This is just the back rooms. And I'm not surprised that, like, a giant monster isn't stalking me. Oh, it's a maze. Oh.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again.
What's
It's
this?
got to be better than this.
Hang on!
Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Why? You shitting me?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I think we missed a few things. Okay, now there's no
Okay,
doors.
yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from.
God.
Why don't we go back the other direction
Don't
and see if we
fucking
missed
reload the
anything?
game again. Oh, thank God.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Okay. Ew. I mean, okay, tell me this isn't a horror game, though. Why do I feel like anyone who took this formula of a game, gave it some sort of, like, goofy, quirky narrator, and then had you kind of wandering around the back rooms, getting lost, being stalked by, like, abominable horrors? Look at this. This is horrifying.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yeah!
Congratulations!
Fuck yeah! We beat the game!
We put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So,
we beat the game.
Good job.
That's it! Did we win?
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart. All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
I mean, we can't fuck this up, right? We technically can't fuck this up. Although this is a completely different way. But what if I go that way? I mean, I'm down to follow it. Sure.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay, now if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Okay. Sorry, let me read that, bro. Merry Christmas and thank you for keeping me company in this very hard year. I lost my father in March. Sorry to hear that, man. That's tough business, buddy. Sold myself to illegal stuff, and I'm proud to say I'm 4 months clean. That's awesome. Thank you for being here, mostly lurking, and I'm sorry that I've ruined any sort of vibes. No, you're good, bro. Hey, sorry to hear about your father, and, you know, hey, whatever shit people go through, you know, it's something for the past us. We leave that shit back there, and we move on. You know, that's good, man. That's good news. I hope things do look up for you in the coming future as well, man. That's awesome. Fire, thank you, buddy. 13. Now you have music to follow. We do. We have a lot of music to follow. Yeah, life is rough, man. What the fuck? Hold on. Hold on. Grandpa Chang has gifted 20 subs. Oh my god. Grandpa Chang, thank you so much for the 20 gifted. It is their first time gifting subs to the channel. Thank you so much, man. Have a good one, bro. Long-time watcher. Merry Christmas. Hey, you too, man. Thank you. And Merry Christmas Eve to everyone here as well. You know, life is sometimes good, sometimes shit. You know, we always stick through it and to it, and hope to have a good time in the end. So thank you, man. And yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone. Hey, look at that. 20 gifted subs. Thank you, sir. You know, if this was during the event, we would give you a spin. If you're unaware, we used to spin a wheel and throw up eating disgusting fetid beans. We don't do that anymore, because those beans are nasty. But thank you, Mr. Grandpa Chang. And, hey, no worries. Keep lurking, sir. You don't have to type here if you don't want to. No one has to. Give him a bean. I will not give him a bean. What I will do is give him more of the Stanley Parable, so let's go. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, those spins are... They're disgusting. They're bad. They're very bad. Yeah, they're nasty.
Cut the music. Go back
Thank
and look
God.
at that fern.
The fern! Oh my God.
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. I do like plants. You know, those beans are nasty. Listen, I had to eat a bean earlier today. I was strong-armed through a donation to eat a bean, and the first thing I did was throw up. Half of it is still in this box. This box is now unedible because it's actually leaking out of the box. It's leaking out of the box on my hands. Okay, well, that's disgusting. Okay, well, we gotta throw this away. Sorry. I didn't throw it away. I've been fucking trying. You think I've had time to do anything? I've been streaming. There's no time for anything. How do you throw up from beans? I think you know. I think you've been here for the entire event. I had to eat... I'm wiping my hands. I had to eat a habanero bean, and it was fucking vile. That thing is nasty.
Wait, what?
What
We're
the
back
fuck?
at the office? No.
I don't think I've got the broom ending.
Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Where am I supposed to be going? Let me in! Isn't this right? No, this is where I came from, so we go this way. Yeah, this is the right way. Oh, we're back here again.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Line trademark.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Where? Okay.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination.
I'm just...
Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Fuck if I know. My brain's fried.
No, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine. Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important, we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere the place where we're trying
Why
to
am I doing
go,
this? I don't think I have
must be
to.
a reverse door that leads
I'm not
here.
walking in circles.
And that in turn
I'm not
means
doing
that our
that.
destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes,
This is right,
then
left,
by
behind?
all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Okay.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it
What
can't
the
be.
fuck is this,
I don't
brother?
want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to
Wait, which
forget
one are we
what's
on right
going
now?
on.
Fucking
I don't want to
6?
be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it.
No, it's
I
not.
Won't do it.
5?
I won't do it.
5th restart?
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break
Oh,
the
it's right here.
cycle?
The ending schedule,
Whatever it is
okay.
that made this schedule? How would we even know?
So we have 4 more
Will
endings?
someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
What the fuck?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Restart the game? But we already did. Did it say restart the game for the next ending in the confusion one? Is that what it said? It didn't? Oh, then it doesn't matter, I think. It
Stanley
didn't.
lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
You know what's odd? You do feel
Stanley
comfortable
clutched the
holding an
bucket
item.
tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
You do actually feel comfortable holding an object. I don't know why that's a thing. I feel safe holding a bucket, like I can kill someone with it. Like if a backroom's abomination pops out of the wall, I can, like, strangle it. It's not going to happen, but
Still no one was here.
I feel comfortable.
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth
He's not
and comfort
lying.
now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Okay, we've done these. We've seen these. Yeah, we've seen all these. Okay. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Okay. We've been there.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
What was the boss's keypad again? 2485?
Stepping into his manager's office,
I think it's 2485,
Stanley was
right?
once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
2845.
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
When was this game made? What? Oh, it's a collectible!
You found one of them.
Cool.
One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
I mean, you
can't
get an
buy that
achievement.
sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, okay, the thing with this game, it's a walking simulator with a narrator. It's not bad. It's quirky. It's interesting. I thought you could have like a gun or like a fucking inflatable tube to hit things with.
Plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him,
True.
reassuring that
It
in this
actually
darkest
is.
moment of uncertainty, he would be all right.
I like the bucket.
The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Yeah, I know. It's narratives within a game. Yeah, I know
Stanley
that.
and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
But what if I didn't? So how do... Okay. If I go through the escape route, I end up dying, right? I end up in the machine that crunches me, unless the ending is different because of the bucket. You know what? What if I escape with the bucket? What if I escape with the bucket? There's a way to escape with the bucket. Let's do that.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
I want to bring the bucket to the very end of the game.
Both wondered to themselves.
It's the mind control room. What if you use the bucket to make it stuck? Maybe, if that's a thing, maybe.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock.
Oh.
Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
I feel like
Was
I'm
the
playing a
bucket
Half-Life
under
mod.
The mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Is it the same engine that Half-Life was made in?
He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's
Okay.
control, never!
It feels like the
Squeezed
same
bucket
experience, yeah.
tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
The bucket. I'm escaping with the bucket, and we're gonna have
But
babies.
here was the proof.
It will be a
The heart
pregnant
of the
bucket.
Operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored
Time
and
to get
commanded from this very
pregnant.
place.
I'm gonna go have a
And as
family
the
with the
cold
thing.
reality of his past
Watch
began
this.
to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness.
We live.
Was it over?
It's over. I can walk out with the bucket. Yeah, here we go.
Yes, they had done
Yeah.
it.
Is this the end of the
Stanley and the
game?
bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live. Once
I told
they
you, a
stepped through
family.
this massive door.
Pregnancy.
The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate.
No, it doesn't.
Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth.
What?
Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together. with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and...
No!
What? Wait. What was happening?
My life with the bucket.
Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
What if I throw it over?
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait, so what if I tried again?
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Sure. Let's go downstairs. I mean, okay, so there is no ending to this game. It really is just kind of how we can find them. Bottom text. How we can find... What we know. Small floating objects have appeared across the office. We have to synergize our resources to ensure their retrieval. There are many questions. There are no memos. Agenda. How can you tell you've spotted one? What makes them float in the air? Who took these pictures of them? Is there really a true ending? Follow clues provided by employee 416. We can do it. Red room. Figlies are hard to find. Thank you. Good luck. Figlies? Oh, look at them. Where are they? Please do not leave the office before reporting back on any new findings. Teamwork and communication are of great importance during this unprecedented time of investigation. What the fuck is that? That thing's got a nose on him. Is that XQC? Maybe we are the collectibles. Shut the frick up. Is this XQC? To whom it may concern, I managed to pick up some sounds unusual to our regular office ambience or local studio sources using an array of... Sorry, 1 second. 1 second, folks. Okay, then. Sorry. I managed to pick up sounds unusual to our office ambiences or local audio sources using the array of cordioid microphones, also known as directional mic and microphone, which picks up sounds from a particular area. Analysis of the recordings allowed me to triangulate the source of the strange noise. Data shown that, in all likelihood, it's coming from a dark area behind a very warm place. I also picked up what looks to be reverberance off of a porcelain surface. Anyone have any leads? Wouldn't you like to know? There will be a reward for finding them all. A large room, lots of boxes. Lol, looks like 427. Is this some kind of game? There must be a point to this. Police! We have to find the collectibles. Gotta collect them all. Yeah, this reminds me of Left 4 Dead. I want them so much. I want to go home. Who are you? 666, lol. Lies! Trust the completionist instinct. I don't give a fuck about the completionist instinct. I haven't given a fuck about that since 360.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
No!
You can feel that, can't you?
No!
The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket.
How do you give it the bucket?
I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh, no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it. Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There. Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
I don't like this closet.
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see?
Shit!
I feel
Look at
it
that!
works
Lovely!
because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker. You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Okay. Well, he's gone. He left. Okay. You know what? This isn't even a room for cleaning supplies. What are you cleaning? Dead bodies? Like, is this for the fucking hands and feet and the mouth to be tied up? Look at this. What are we cleaning? The only thing here is a broom. And there's no mop. Oh, there's the mop. Property of Stanley. Well, we've got a sticker. I'm done. That was the goon closet. Let's go downstairs.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Ooh! Collectible!
Mr. Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? Or what about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Lovely. Well, I think the world's going to end down here, but we have the bucket, so maybe
Stanley
we both
just
drift
couldn't
off.
do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fined for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed
How does that even
everyone had
work?
vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
Oh, it just
And
loops
then
into itself, though.
Something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. "Am I crazy?" he asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket.
Oh my God, it's not my bucket!
How did I end up with someone else's bucket?
I'm gonna kill myself.
This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come
Where'd
from
it go?
this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre
I'm losing my fucking
hallucinations Stanley
mind.
might experience without the psychologically grounding
The psychosis.
presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. "Oh, gracious," he exclaimed. "Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it." Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him. "Stanley! Stanley, it's me, the bucket."
What kind of mental illness made this game?
He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one
What
bucket
is
after
this?
the next.
Oh fuck, there's
None
buckets
of them were
everywhere.
his. None of them
Where's
were
my
his
bucket?
special bucket.
Oh God!
Come to me, Stanley. Find me.
Is the bucket a
He
goat?
had to find the bucket.
Come
He had
to
to
me,
return to his old
Stanley.
friend. It was the only way to truly restore his
Where's
sanity.
my
And then
bucket?
suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks.
Oh,
He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along.
oh my God!
It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Legacy, thank you, sir. I told you I was getting this thing pregnant.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security.
You got
and
me
walked for her
pregnant.
picnic.
True, yeah, it did.
But on this
The
particular
bitch has my
day,
bucket.
Her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
What? Okay. Let me ask you, press 1 if you've played and beat this game. What the hell even is beating this game? We have to talk real quick. Press 1 if you've played this game. Okay, some people have not. There is no ending to this game. Am I correct? There is no ending to the Stanley Parable. There is. The end is never the end. There is an ending. Is there really? I mean, I got the ending. I got the achievement saying I beat the game. I left the facility. The end is never the end is never the end. I know, it's infinite. There's infinite possibilities, infinite endings. At some point you do something that gets you there? Really? But there's no linear path. There is no linearity to this game. It's very much just kind of going off and doing your own thing. Is there an ending to the Stanley Parable? Oh, okay. First of all, you guys are lying to me. The Stanley Parable has many different endings, but no single definitive true ending. The end is never in. Wait, so what is the broom closet? Wait, what is the supposed broom closet ending? What does that even mean? Do I have to go sit in the broom closet? Try sitting in the broom closet. Yeah, the point of this game is there's no ending. Yeah. You know, let's go sit in the broom closet and see what it does.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the
Wait, no, didn't we get... Wait, no, we got the broom closet ending, did we not? Did we not get the broom closet ending? That wasn't the broom ending, though. That was the insanity ending.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
Because the guy said, if you're dead, someone come over and play the game for you. Now you have to wait an hour? Are you serious? This is one of the endings. Sitting in the broom closet and waiting an hour. This is an ending? Taking the bucket is for ultra deluxe content. The game is a multiple ending collect the endings game. The ending is you collect all the endings. There is no game to this game. It is a never-ending game. Okay. Folks, I think we've played enough of the Stanley Parable. I think I've had enough of this game. I think we've seen just about all we've needed to see. I'm not gonna lie. This game is... We played two streams of this game. We already did a stream. It was about 4 hours, I think. We've played about, what, 5 hours of the Stanley Parable? True ending never achieved. There is no true ending. There is no true ending. No, we're not playing League. So, you say there is a true ending. Bullshit. There is a true ending. There is one. How do you get it? I think I'd just rather watch it. This is the deluxe edition. We have it. What? So the true ending is getting all of the endings? I think we should watch it. At least get all the Stan Loreens. We're missing, what, 3? Is it with the collectibles? How do you get the ending? There is an ending that gives you credits with who made the game. I mean, I've already seen the credits, though, in the museum. The true ending is in the base game. You guys are freaks. This is like a Stanley Parable cult.
Coming to the staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
This is a Stanley Parable cult, is what this is. Executive bathroom. Oh! Nice.
I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines.
So where are the other two?
I'm torn between Stan Loreens and Figlies. What do you think,
Figlies.
Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me. I can't wait to tell this.
Close the door and stay in your office?
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Riveting. That's riveting. All right, we're done this game. We are finished with the Stanley Parable. I don't know what the hell this is. This is some shit. No, this game is actually good, though. I do like it, but I don't think it's... You think this game is ass? I don't think the game is ass at all. I think it's actually very well written. I think it's funny as hell. But it's very... It's a very interesting game. I would say it's a little bit tiresome. I agree. The true ending. This game is very divisive. Many people hate it. Many people love it. I don't hate this game at all. I just think it's... Since there is no end to the game, there is no finale, I would say it is a little bit tiresome. It is cool to see the different endings, but we'll talk how I feel after this. Sorry, this is supposedly the true ending. Exit Stanley's office. At the 2 doors, pick the one on the right. Proceed through the employee lounge and walk past the open door on the left. Enter the warehouse and take the cargo lift across. Enter the phone room and unplug the phone from the wall. What?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Sure.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, we're not going to pick up the bucket. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, this is a completely different way, though. Oh, no, here we go.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Proceed through the employee lounge. Can you repeat that again? Just type it again.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
You know what? I actually never went across this cargo lift.
Stanley was so bad
I fell down and did stuff, but I never went across.
He wasn't fired years ago.
Sure.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not.
Oh, the collectible.
Really, I'm not.
Really?
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but
I kind of want to get that thing, though.
The story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Well, I know where it is now, though, but we're missing one more.
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for her.
For her? My wife?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Pick up the phone or do this?
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person.
What the fuck?
But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named
Bioshock
Robert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people.
True.
Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack."
I could use a back sack crack.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular
What the
basis
fuck?
is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant.
True.
And the feeling should subside.
True.
At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Welcome
What the
back.
fuck?
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Okay, can I get the collectible? Maybe. It's down there. It's
Now that
gone.
we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction
There
gets
is one
any
up there,
worse.
but I can't do anything yet.
Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
This is where the other one is? I just don't know how to get there. What the fuck are we doing? Going back to the office?
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Wait, so what am I supposed to be doing now? I guess there is no option. You just kind of take whatever way you want. How is this the supposed ending? How is this the supposed ending, though? Go right?
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
We're supposed to be a human being. What if we go back? Can't. Now do we have to go left? I think we have to go left. Like, we can't do anything here. The fuck? I mean, you never know.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe after everything
What the
we talked
fuck?
about that you, my story,
The red
you
door.
destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Creepy, what the fuck? Ooh, look at this.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious.
We did that, though.
It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Oh.
Behave exactly as Stanley would.
Fuck you!
That means choosing responsibly
I refuse!
and always putting the story first.
I'm going right.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
I'm just gonna keep going
When
right.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
They don't let me. We have to.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly.
We have to go
and
left.
Always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Fine. I will conform to society.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Ooh, everything is locked now.
Coming
And
to
they
a
stopped.
staircase,
Wow,
Stanley
look at
walked
this. They're
upstairs
making me
to his
go.
boss's office.
Everything is locked off. Everything is locked off. Okay. Oh my god, it's different. Look at this.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
I am the most expensive
Shocked,
boss.
Unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week.
What was it?
Night Shark 115.
Sure.
Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 123.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115. It's not letting me.
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Let me in.
You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Am I supposed to speak into this fucking thing, though, for real? Nightfish 115.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do.
It'd be cool if it let you.
For this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came to a set of two open doors...
What the fuck's me?
He entered the door on his left.
Fuck.
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me?
This is...
Hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important.
What is this game?
The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision.
What is this
It cannot exist
game?
without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose.
What is this game?
Do something.
What is this game?
This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there?
I'm gonna go collect the figures. Yeah.
It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Okay, so it's a different intro. How do we get
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the
100
door
bits?
on
Thank you,
his left.
Spurdash. Thank you, sir. Did this ending give you the strength for another ending? Okay, I want to see the figurine ending. So both figure, the ones that I'm missing
This
are from the
was
right.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
You sure?
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee
I'm looking
lounge
for
first,
the
just to admire it.
warehouse room. Where is the warehouse is up
Standing
ahead,
now in
right?
This incredible room, Stanley but eager to get back to business.
If I need the one in the
Stanley took
warehouse-
first open door on it.
The one in the warehouse is on the left when I enter this room, right? So how do I get it? Because I can't jump down. Do I have to go through this
Left.
area? The figurine is right there. See where I'm looking? Another 100 bits. And thank you, sir. Another 50 bits. Is that a horse? It's a lovely horse. Thank you, man. Oh my god, even more bits. What the fuck?
Stanley
chat
was so
room's
bad
being
at following
assaulted!
directions, It's incredible he
Thank you,
wasn't
sir.
fired years ago.
Oh, right here. Hey, thank you, man, for all those bits.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten
Blam!
all the Figler and Marines.
The
Very
Figglers.
soon, you'll collect the
Even
first
more
one,
bits. Thank you so
and
much,
then
man.
The first number will equal
Look at
the
all those
second
damn
number,
bits.
and that will be it. We'll be
Yeah, it's the
different people
Figglers.
by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
Okay, so now we go through the vent, correct? Oh, shit.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun so far off the beaten path that it seemed the
Spurdash gifted 1,000 bits as well. Good lord, sir. Thank you. Listen, I don't know what this TikTok filter is, where they have like little animated rodents and horses kind of smiling in the chat room, but that's cool. Yeah, that's interesting. Spurdash, thank you so much, man.
The office had begun so far off the beaten
Thank you, sir.
path that it seemed the office had begun so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun so far off the beaten path that it seemed the...
You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
Okay, so where is the final figurine? Where is the final
this
figurine?
was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Get on the cargo lift, but fall on the platform to the right. I feel like I did that already.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by
Right, the meeting room
employee
did say
lounge
that, yeah.
first, just to admire it. Stanley felt
Well, let's go
lightheaded,
try that first.
butterflies in his stomach, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. So you want me to
Stanley was so
drop off
bad at
here and
following
go to the
directions,
right?
It's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
So how do I go down there? Where do I fall off? Do I fall off on the ramp right here? Okay.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in
And then I go down
trust
that
in
way, right?
someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero
I need the bucket to find them.
consideration
I'm
for
only missing
others?
one more.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
There it is, yeah.
Give me a chance.
And there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it.
True.
Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that
Stiggly
I'm proud of you
Wigglies.
for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
So now do I finish an ending? Is that what we're supposed to
Now
be doing?
listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I took the blue pill last time. Let's go red.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think Well, I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you. What do we want? What are we looking for?
What the fuck?
Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
What in the glorp? Oh man, I'm losing my shit, brother. Oh my god! It's so colorful! I love it! It's so cool! So fun! Oh my god! Stanley Parable! Coolest thing ever! Look at this! So riveting! Oh my god, the aliens! Am I gonna get probed? I think I'm gonna get probed. Whoa, they're like squares, but circles, bro. They're appearing out of the inky blackness of space, man. Oh, there's the glorps, dude. I might be losing my brain. The alien mothership has gone from Earth, and now I'm left with the little green man. What is going on? I'm being surrounded by little green people. What is this? Are these all of the built anal beads coming back to me from League? I'm surrounded by my beloved. Is this beat heaven? This is beat heaven! The game. What is this? What is this? The beads are being tainted! It's hell! No! Oh, what the fuck is this? Ugh, this isn't what I wanted. Too many beads led to hemorrhoids. This is the worst ending ever. What am I looking at? What is this? There's a doorway, but we came from that doorway. I thought we were just supposed to wait. Oh.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Whoa, dude. Oh man, I'm swimming through the cosmos, bro. Holy. It's mesmerizing. It's some sort of Lovecraftian horror. The more you look, the less you can comprehend.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing. No! Oh, thank God. You lived.
Let's do it again.
No. No, no, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me.
No.
I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
What is this? Oh!
Stanley?
Not dead yet.
Let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me? My God. Is this really how much you dislike my game?
Yes.
That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
And to keep me being happy. Ah!
Or maybe you're just getting...
Fucking kill me! Get me out of hell!
I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
Sorry, narrator.
Well, this one is yours.
What is this? What is this? You know what, Mr. Narrator? It's been a fun ride by the gods. Good night, sweet prince. Oh!
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it?
I'm going back.
All right, folks. We are done the Stanley Parable. Whatever the fuck this game is, it is never ending. Oh, sorry, what about the supposed collectible ending? What is the collectible ending? Is there a collectible ending at all? We did just get them. What am I supposed to do? Let's do the figurine one. Well, how do I do the figurine one? Am I supposed to go out? Oh.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on
What the fuck?
things. It's those figurines.
Oh.
Those figglers. I
Yeah, hang
haven't
on.
stopped thinking
Figglers.
about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
The Figlies. We're back here again. You know, I actually quite like this place. It reminds me of some fucked up Midsummer when Stanley found the collectibles. Now remembering. It's awesome. I do like this area, but everything about this game is so unsettling. It actually feels like I'm in Midsummer. Like, there's no other way to put it. It's just weird.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible.
These, all the hands
Back
are
then,
here.
We had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
7? What? Six, 7.
And here was the second Stanlerine. You found this one all on your own just by poking around behind
True.
the boss's office. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them.
Have some
let alone
goddamn
6.
faith.
But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Jonas, thank you, sir.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
This one, under the stairs. It was under the stairs. The bathroom was the 4th one. Yep. Bathroom was the 4th one.
That's exactly right. It was here, under the stairs. It was the 3rd one. You
I know
picked it
my
up,
shit.
And then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your 3rd time doing anything. Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room.
No, we
Well,
didn't.
I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
That's bullshit. We never did. So what if I don't pick it up? I did not. Maybe I should pick it up? What a weird fucking game. That one shouldn't exist.
This
This
was
one,
the
though,
5th mini
yeah.
Stan, and this one was really something special. It was in the warehouse. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
What's back there? Okay, this is fun. What is this? Mini stand number 5. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh my, give me that collectible, bro. Awesome. We did it. Sweet. You found it near the cargo lift. That's awesome. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, brother. Credits directed by the narrator, edited by the narrator, music by the narrator, produced by the narrator. Best Boy the narrator, starring Stanley the narrator.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
God bless you. Sweet, dude. Ew, what am I listening to? It's drippy. I like my cheese drippy.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind.
It was the final
Perhaps
one.
because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
You are in the present.
And then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, Memory Zone. No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here to keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just
Figlies!
go backwards. We'll do the Memory Zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
No. I have to go back and do them again? God.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the Memory Zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going, I want more. And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched? Yes, I love that video. Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
The narrator developed a Funko Pop
These
addiction.
Really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
This is like CBT, the video game. We never went to the bathroom, though. Why did we never collect anything in the bathroom? There's nothing here.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
True, I like the past.
This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Collect them all. Are we back in the fucking convention center? What the fuck? Collectibles. Oh, it's the jump hoop. It's the jump
Look,
ring.
it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories.
I haven't seen that show now.
Oh, yes. The two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
But we usually go right. Oh, we can't. Ah! Woo, we're back home.
And before
Lovely.
everything else, there was your office.
Cool.
Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
The loading screen.
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But
not even real.
I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
So what the fuck am I supposed to do now? Should I do the entire thing again? If you restart the game after this ending, the elevator, and I think we did that. Go out the room and try getting on a chair by the window.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh. What the fuck?
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes.
Okay.
So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Are you sick of this gag? Yes.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
Really?
There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly.
Gangly.
What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. Yes.
Yes.
You too will become quite unbearable.
That was lovely. You think I have to manually restart it? Is it just going to keep looping this forever and I'm completely stuck in a white room? I have to manually restart it. Okay. Okay. Let's do the other ending. So we'll quit the game. Oh, epilogue. Epilogue, it was right there. Hang on. We're going to reload the game. Hi, Mochi. I'm losing my mind. Mochi, what do you think of the Stanley Parable? I think the Stanley Parable has rotted Mochi's brain. That wouldn't be the first brain. I'll tell you that right now. Epilogue. Epilogue. Many, many years later. Oh, we've been here. I've been here. Remember when we came out of the building with that stupid fucking robot that spoke to us? And we had to, like, skip it, and then we skipped until the end of time? It was the skip button robot. That was funny as fuck. I like that. There's a lot of good things to like in this game, but it really is very tedious. Oh. Oh, you know what this reminds me of? Outer Wilds. I'm gonna cry. This is the Outer Wilds. Yeah, look up. Oh my, look, we can go there. We can go to that planet. Damn. I remember that game. I'm having, like, complete Outer Wilds flashbacks, and I'm getting sad. Are we saying goodbye to the narrator? The mirage. It's not real. Is it real? Narrator? There's a battery going. What a weird fucking game. Got a generator in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. This is creepy. There he is. What is this? Cookie Nine's blog, review of the Stanley Parable 2. Like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointed I am with its sequel. Where the first game teamed with originality, the Stanley Parable 2 is dull, uninspired, and often insulting to its fan base. Rather than expand on what made the first game enjoyable, the sequel veers off into territory nobody asked for. An infinitely deep hole, who cares? Where are the new endings? The deep hole was probably the best thing of the game. I'm not gonna lie, that was cool. What about enjoyable bits from the Stanley Parable 1, like the adventure line? Instead, we get an uninspired side quest collecting figurines. Even this diversion feels incomplete. Collecting all the figurines gives you nothing. I must say, I found the bucket to be quite comforting. A welcome reprieve from... What is that? Cat Dog Born. Oh my god, because we made them love each other? Is that why? We brought the cats and the dogs together and they made a baby? Okay. Interesting. Recent reviews. Piss Order 0999 review of the Stanley Parable. Piss Order. Okay. Interesting. Name. Jim. Stanley Parable developers, no more spin-offs, no more sequels. When the Stanley Parable launched to massive success in 2013, its creators made plans to build the property into an entire franchise. But a disastrous critical and commercial reception to the Stanley Parable 2 had prompted the developers to rethink their ambitions, as outlined in a press release they published today. It's clear that more Stanley Parable is just not what the fans want, reads the press release. We thought that we had a vision for the series that players would be excited about, but it turns out this cannot be farther from the truth. The press release goes on to promise a preserve the artistic integrity of the original game and to stop assaulting fans when our reckless and insulting creative visions. The word sorry appears more than 25 times in the press release. Appreciate review scores in video game history, second. Influencers, entertainment, animals. Jim? Press them all, trust me. Hang on. What, one sec. Let's go press them all.
Jim.
I feel like we're not going to get anything for this.
Stanley.
Wow.
Jim. Stanley.
It's kind of freaky. Okay. It's a bit weird. I mean, my name isn't even Stanley, though, in the game. The collectibles, the figurines! Give me them. Sweet. Tell me this wouldn't be the scariest fucking game you've ever played if the developers had 5 more minutes to decide on a horror game instead of, like, whatever it is we're playing. Seriously. This would have been the freakiest fucking game. Hello again. Is this the narrator? It's nice to see you. Hello, narrator. But it's terrible to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Did you read what the developers said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise? What nonsense. Stanley Parable is not sacred. You do not need to protect it. Screw the legacy. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Okay. They're not wrong in preserving the integrity because, like, we'll talk about it. Let's run this franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the mud and back. And if people hate it, who cares? You see, that was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with the people, what people thought of his work. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to legacy. Let it burn. It's not hard. In fact, let me show you. Together, we are going to make the Stanley Parable 3. God. It's simple. All we have to do is change the number in the game's title screen. We also need a really dumb subtitle for the game, something loud and gaudy. Go ahead, try combining some random words together to make a new title for our game. The Stanley Parable 3. Unforgivable Hole. Unforgivable sequel. Actually, true. Unforgivable sequel, baby. Baby sequel. Unforgivable sequel. Fistful of Hole. Kind of like that one. Fistful of Hole. Very bead reminiscent. The Stanley Parable 3. Fistful of Hole. It's absurd. I love it. Every time you restart the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1, and then we'll peck a new subtitle. That way, the Stanley Parable will never end. And nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like work. No need to do that. It'll just be the same content recycled again and again and again with a new title screen. What do you say? Should we go forward with this plan? I like it, but I want to have your say as well. Let's do it. Good, then it's agreed. A new sequel every time you start the game. And you know what? Since you've put faith into my idea, I feel like giving you something as well. You see, I've been noticing that the narrator never found a way to give you the broken achievement, did he? Of course not. I wouldn't expect him to know how. It's been bothering me. Let's fix this. Alright, there, the achievement machine is all fixed. Really? I get the achievement! You see, I'm on your side. We're in this together. We're going to keep this train rolling. Stanley Parable cannot end. It can only spiral in on itself forever. I must keep the wheel turning. I'm ready. Are you ready? Great. Then there's only one thing we have to do. Please enter the current time. God. It's 5:33. Please adjust the slider. Okay. Thank you. Please enjoy the Stanley Parable. You are playing the Stanley Parable 3, Fistful of Hole. There it is! Oh my god! We're driving in the desert. Okay. Alright, folks. That is the Stanley Parable. What the fuck kind of game is this? Close the game. We can restart it. Get the machine achievement? Well, where is the machine? This game, you're making me play this even more. Where is the achievement? Where is the machine? How dare you make me play this again? It's in the new content door. How do we get there? The Stanley Parable 4. Outstretched Cowboy. Alright, well, that's... Okay. Alright. There he is, the Outstretched Cowboy. You are playing the Stanley Parable 4, the Outstretched Cowboy. I guess he never went back to his wife. Well... Click to... Shut up. Okay. I will go get the I'll go get the achievement from the machine.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Do we need the
Perhaps
bucket?
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled.
Here we go.
He'd never be alone again. Not truly alone. Not with the bucket around.
We did the escape ending. I've already done that. Where is the... So where is the achievement robot? Is it at the end of this? I can't remember where it is.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly
Is it in the expo?
disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be.
Oh, it's in the expo, you're right.
The original Stanley Parable was a
Yeah.
landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
Fuck.
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Sweet, my favorite game. Okay, we gotta go find the machine.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel.
Hi,
An
Mochi
entirely
baby.
new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of
Okay, where is the machine?
concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally
There's the button.
spring up around them. Here we
Collectibles.
are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Oh, easy achievement machine. Let's do it. I wonder how many people got this one. I guess it's going to tell me. Let's see. Free achievement. Get your achievement now.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the
Nice!
achievement will be given. As you can see,
Test
the machine
achievement,
is not
please
working
ignore.
yet since... What? Wait. What in the holy hell is going on? You got the achievement? Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was broken just a second ago. Who fixed it? Is someone here? Are we being watched? Oh, God. Composure? Composure. Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended. It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2. Breathe. Just breathe.
All right, everyone. We are done with the Stanley Parable. What a game. That's it. We're finished. We have we did so many things with the Stanley Parable. We already have the bucket. What do you mean pick up the bucket? I swear I'm gonna crash out. What bucket? What bucket do you want me to pick up? Get the don't play for 5 years achievement now. You can pick up a bucket while holding a bucket. Oh, you pick up the other bucket while holding this bucket?
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Right. There is a don't play for 5 years achievement. Yes, you're not supposed to log in for 5 years. This game is really stupid. It's gone. Oh, there it is.
Wait, there are 2 buckets here. How did you
Okay.
get a second bucket? Oh no, the warmth and comfort of a single bucket is already so great, so intoxicatingly wonderful. With 2 buckets, there's no telling. Stanley, can you still hear me? Are you with me? Stanley! Oh, thank God, I didn't lose you. Stanley, the power of 2 buckets was too much. I had to destroy both of them. I know how much the bucket meant to you, but I couldn't take the risk. I hope one day you can forgive me.
Okay. Well, folks, that is the Stanley Parable 4, The Outstretched Cowboy. I hope you enjoyed it. So, what did I think about this game? Let's see here. What did I think about the Stanley Parable? Now, remember, it is our job to give these games a very fair chance, and I genuinely wanted to quit probably twice. I think it is good fun, but I do think the game is very tedious. I think in its uniqueness, it is more akin to, let's just say, Death Stranding than it is an actual game. It's more of the experience of stupidity. That's really what it is. The jokes, the commentary, the narrator is fun as fuck. I really actually like the narrator. The bucket is goofy. There's a lot of very goofy things in this game, but you feel... it feels very tedious, which I think, for me, isn't the most exciting thing. I like a story. And, of course, it's not that every game has to have a story, especially this game. It doesn't have to have one. But I feel like walking in circles, you know, Parable, walking around for ages, I don't know. It was kind of, it was a little bit tedious. It was a little bit tedious. I remember watching YouTube videos on this, on the original. I feel like for 2013, it would have probably been, I mean, you know what though? I'll say this. This game as a concept is pretty interesting. This game is only as good as you are willing to engage with it. What? I mean, it's, I wouldn't say this is a masterpiece in, I would say this is a masterpiece in an experience. I'll say that much. I don't think the gameplay or the amount of things you got to do in this game is exciting. I think the concept and the flavor of the game is really well done. I'll say that. It is a very fun and interesting experience, but as a game, I don't want to play it. You know what I mean? Like, walking around in rooms and in circles over and over, like, Like, I'd have more fun probably climbing up a mountain in Death Stranding. I did like it, though. And I think as a piece of art, you have to commend this game because it is something you've never seen before. It really is goofy. It's super quirky, really tongue-in-cheek, super goofy. Like, you know, the whole sequence with, like, when you're collecting the collectibles and then you have, like, that fucking retro video where it's like, whoa, sick, dude, you got the collectibles. It's very creative. Yeah, that's a good word for it. Incredibly creative and incredibly quirky. Extremely memorable for what it is. I don't think in all of the games we've played so far during the event, I have felt that this game reminded me of something in particular, but I will say, maybe there was two games. Maybe there was two. Was there any other quirky games we've played during the event that were very, like, tongue-in-cheek and goofy? Because I think there were. No, it was something, maybe with, like, a narrator. I feel like when I was playing this game right now, I was thinking back to some other games. What was it? I think there might have been one other game that was very much like just super over the top, cheesy, memorable for what it was. What was it? Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy vibe. It does. Yeah, it's something akin to that, for sure. I wish there was a bit more engaging gameplay, though. You know what I mean? I wish there was more than just, like, jump in place, walk around and listen to the narrator. I would even say this game was borderline creepy. I wouldn't say Firewatch, no. Outer Wilds? Yeah, well, the Outer Wilds is more of a game, for sure. It's a very uncanny valley with this game where, like, it looks peaceful and everything looks normal, but, like, it really isn't. Like, I was expecting some creature or some entity or something fucking ghoulish to kind of pop out and just scare the shit out of me. Every place you went into, every room you entered, it's very strange. I did like the game, though. And I do think this game stands out on its own 2 feet, and it doesn't really... It just doesn't remind me of anything in particular, but I have visions, at least an hour ago, of maybe a game it reminded me of, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. So let me ask you this, then. What did you think about the Stanley Parable? In your opinion, if you played it or haven't played it, what would you rate this game? It's like nothing else and it's not even a game. You'll forget about it. I don't think you'll forget this game. A 6 to a 7? You think this game's an 8.5? I would give this an 8? Really? I mean, the game plays like a 0. The game plays like a 1. There's no gameplay. You're not even playing a game. It's an experience. If you added gameplay to this, though, I think, like pick up the rubber duck, throw the rubber duck at the butthole, or something. That could have been fun, and that's quirky, and that fits the tone of the game. How can you add more gameplay to this? Well, this whole game is just super cheesy. You could literally clean up the storage room. I don't know, scrub the floor or something. It's supposed to be stupid. I would say it does what it's supposed to do. It does what it's supposed to do well, for sure. I just found myself thinking it was too tedious, to be honest. Like the fact that you had to go, well, okay, the idea of the game is, you know, it's a never-ending loop, right? Where are you? What's going on? The perfect YouTuber game. Kind of. Actually, yeah, I'd put it in that category, maybe. Although YouTube games usually have some sort of linear, you know, end. I guess for the sake of this, you know, experiencing certain endings and everyone's like, oh my God, oh, collective, oh my God, crazy ending. You died and then came back to life. Oh, it's a loop. It's a loop. What would I give this game? I think more gameplay, more variables. you need 2 bottles of wine and 3 bong hits to think this is 8+ out of 10. I'll say this, as a concept, visionary AI slot before AI game. Okay, calm down. As a concept, this game is incredibly unique, and I have to commend its artistic endeavor to make something that isn't so much a game but more of an experience. The narrator is probably one of the coolest things I've seen in any game, and they made the narrator one of the most fun characters to engage with. Sometimes I want the guy to shut the fuck up, but, like, he's awesome, you know? I think it is cool, though. I don't think I really enjoyed playing it as much as I thought I would, but I do enjoy, again, the idea of the game. I like the narrator. The narrator is... The writing in this game is really good. No one's going to sit here and say the writing is shit. The writing is so fun and so unique, and it's quirky. It's goofy as fuck. There's like a... Fuck, what was the games that this reminds me of? Is there anyone that... Oh, fuck, man. Where is it? Hang on. Okay, Supportathon page. One sec. Let me get this. Okay, so on the left-hand side, we played a game that this reminds me of. I want to think about it for a sec before we continue. Is there any game that was, like, very tongue-in-cheek that we beat? Anything above We Are Here is what I'm talking about. Turnip Boy Soma? You know what's weird, though? Disco Elysium? Maybe not. You know what? Well, okay, in-game, it reminded me of something like Control, almost, like with the back rooms and all this shit and all the filing cabinets. It made me feel like I was playing Control. But that's not what it was. Maybe I'm coping. Huh. I'm gonna give the Stanley Parable. Disco Elysium's tongue-in-cheek has a narrator and barely any gameplay. That is true, but you had a little bit more agency in that game. I'm gonna give the Stanley Parable, as an overall experience, I was gonna be at like a 6.5. It was a 6.5 to a 7. That's where I want to be. A 6.5. I would say like a 6.75. I don't think this game is bad at all. I just don't think it was as engaging as I thought it would be in terms of like the gameplay. It is basically a walking sim with a very thorough narrator. a very goofy narrator, like a 6.57, like a 6.7. Shut up! Don't do 6.7. Don't do the emote. It's like a 6. It is a 6.5 to a 7. I think that's fair for me. Like, what you want out of this game is to see the content. You don't necessarily have to play it, you have to see it. Although there are instances in this game where the funniest thing that showed up, the coolest thing, there's two things, the best things in this game. Three of them. Actually, three of them. The bucket destroying machine, when it floats through the air, that's so stupid. Okay. That's one of them. The second one is the fucking never-ending hole, where it's like a Kojima title, and it's like, change the look of your face, change the music, change the ambience, and it's like, and you're like, like your guy's having a stroke, and whatever's going on with the music is just so cursed. It needed more of that. Whatever the fuck that was funny. The third one, I think, was what was the third one? Fuck, I forgot what it was. It was something. I just forgot. Actually doing that. Hey, I'm gonna give it a 6.75. Robot? It was the machine, it was the hole, and it was something else. The closet was good. It wasn't the closet that I was thinking of. The bucket was fun. Yeah, you know what, folks? I'm going to give the game a 6.75. The Stanley Parable. The skip button. Thank you for reminding me. It was the skip button. Yeah, the skip button was fun as fuck. That was creepy. Actually, the skip button was creepy as shit. Yes. The Stanley Parable. It's a 6.75. Like a 6.7. All right? So it's locked in on the right. Yeah, this game was good. Again, very, very unique. The fact that you have to... Okay. I kind of want to give it a 7. I'm going to give it a 7. No, I'm going to give it a 7. I'm going to give it a 7 because I just forgot that you can reload the game 10 times in a row and play a game by reloading the game. No game has done that. No game has done that. This game truly is a fucking weird thing. I have to give it a 7. In terms of its artistic uniqueness, it's going to get a 7. Again, there's just no game like it. I would say the reason it's not higher is because the game itself is tedious. Yeah, it is memorable, for sure. The TISM bonus. It is different. Yeah, exactly. It is so unique. The only reason that 3 is gone out of that 7 is because it's just... Stanley, walk into a door. Stanley, suck your own dick. Stanley, restart the game. Stanley, walk through the door. Stanley, press the button. Stanley, eat poo. Stanley, walk through the door. You do that for 8 hours, you lose your mind. Yeah, so I think we gave the Stanley Parable a very fair chance. We did play the game for about probably... how long do we play it for? 6 hours? 6 hours of the Stanley Parable? About 6, 7. Yeah, roughly 6, 7. And the game is no longer the Stanley Parable, it is the Outstretched Cowboy. So this is a game for Graves. Yo, parking, thank you, sir. Fuck that meme, 6, 7. Ivana, what's the meme, 6, 7? 6, 7. She's doing it with her hands. 6, 7. Anyways. I'm gonna give it a 7. Fair enough. So folks, that was the Stanley Parable. I hope you enjoyed the game. Would I recommend this game for anyone? it's a good, it's an experience. It's an experience that you have to just kind of, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of a haunted house, but like with 500 levels, and instead of scares, it's goofs. I would say it's a great game to watch. Yes. If you want to experience weird shit on the fly, absolutely. I'd recommend it to everyone who has never played a MOBA or Apex Legends. But the thing is, I like slow games, but there's no gameplay in this game. Like, Red Dead Redemption is very slow. There's a bit of gameplay, though, but it's compelling. You know, this is a lot of, like, see this ending, see this ending, see this funny piece, see this funny piece. You know what I mean? That's good. It is good, though. I'm not going to cope. I'm not going to say it's bad. This game's great. It stands out on its own 2 feet. I would say this is probably the goofiest fucking game we've played in the entire event. I can't say the event. The event's over. This is probably the quirkiest game we've played, period. What game reminds you of the Stanley Parable from every game we've played? You know what I mean? I don't think there is one. Genuinely. Can't think of one. I wish they implemented some sort of actual Office gameplay. I agree. Like, instead of this monotonous existence where it's like, press the A key, press the B key. You know what I mean? Like, a little bit more engaging gameplay, even though monotonous, would have been fun. The craziest mechanic in this game that they've invented is pressing the space button to jump in a circle that you can only do for one time in the game. It's meta. Me-side, Outer Wilds, Oberdeen. They're a little bit funky, yeah. I do think there should have been more gameplay, for sure. General physics could have been fun, too. Absolutely. It's an interactive movie, except you can't turn the movie off because you haven't seen all of it until you've watched the movie 500 times. That's basically the game. Okay, folks. So, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the Stanley Parable. For YouTube folks, or anyone still here, moving forward, we are going to be watching, or not watching, I should say, we are going to be playing Variety about 2 to 3 times a week. Ideally, on the weekends, we do 1 full day of Variety. I'm not sure yet how I want to tackle that, but that's kind of the goal moving forward. It'll be about 2 to 3 times a week. 1 full day, and the other days are going to be like this day, so it's going to be like, should be about 4 hours, so 8 hours a week. And then on the weekend, maybe do like a full stream of just Variety. In terms of the next game, I don't know yet. We're going to see. Expedition 33 comes December 26th. We could maybe just play it now, because it is Game of the Year. Maybe we should do Expedition 33 next. Maybe we should. I'm kind of down to. Considering it just won Game of the Year, I really should. I really should do that next and just say, we're done with Expedition. Why not Kingdom Come? Well, because Kingdom did not come to the fucking Game Awards with a single win. That's why. We're going to play Expedition 33. Okay? Jesus. And then maybe later, we'll do Kingdom Come. Or any other game. Clearly, Expedition 33 is a better game. At least that's what everyone says. Returnal is 20 hours or so. We're going to get through them. I will let you folks know when we are doing the next Variety game, but I will say the schedule should start come Monday. 200 hours both games. We'll see. We'll see. No, we'll see. I don't know, man. This is... Anyways, my closing thoughts on the Stanley Parable. I liked it. Great experience. Very quirky, very fun. But I just felt myself getting a bit too tired of the gameplay. Even though it is fun to see things, I think it needed a bit more interactivity. Maybe a little bit more action. Not too much, but something to keep your fingers engaged. You know what I mean? Just a little bit. That could have been cool. Like a ton of stupid little mini games. But yeah. So, folks, be well. Take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for watching, and we will reconvene shortly for another game. So take care, YouTube, and be well. Peace, peace. Oh, before I leave, maybe we will watch YouTube content on the Stanley Parable. That may be in the next stream. If I think about this game a lot and I want to watch YouTube videos on it, maybe. Usually how it works with games is that in hindsight, when I'm done playing them, I think about them for a few days, and then I kind of either want to watch a YouTube video or, like, at the very end of the game we do. I may have to think about this one a little bit, but maybe. You know, maybe there's something out there on YouTube that would help explain the game a bit more, but we'll see. So anyways, folks, be well, take care, and I will see you all next time. Peace, peace, folks. All right, you